top story tonight, which is the teachers' strike. And we now cross over to our reporter Kathryn Omwandho, who is standing by at our City Centre studios. Kathryn, good evening. What more can you tell us about day 2 of the teachers' strike?
Good evening, Betty and Eric. Well, as Eric mentioned, President Uhuru Kenyatta did call officials of the Ministry of Education and officials of the Labour Ministry just to find a solution, because day 2, those are 2 days of children or pupils and students not going to school as compared to their counterparts in private schools who are continuing to learn. So hopefully something will come out of this meeting with the President, and hopefully a solution will come out before this gets a little out of hand, as it was the case last year. Now, the Senate also discussed the teachers' strike as well, and during their discussion, there was something interesting. They reduced the monies that were allocated to building former President Kibaki's office to 250 million compared to what had originally been allocated, which is 700 million. So that's 450 million, which some people speculate that it could be going into finding a solution to paying teachers. But 450 million is not enough compared to the 47 billion that the teachers are demanding in terms of allowances. Earlier on today, we were at a function with the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Jacob Kaimenyi, and we're also at a press conference with the Kenya Union of Teachers, where both sides are saying they're not budging, and they're only willing to negotiate if there's money in the bank. And this is the story that we filed for you earlier today.
We cannot dialogue. We cannot give something on the table for people who have not come.
If they think running around and threatening teachers and giving statements that are not right is going to derail us, then you tell them they are mistaken.
Day 2 of the nationwide teachers' strike, and the gloves are off. Both sides of the divide dig in their heels even more.
Legal notice 2003, number 16, which amended the legal notice of 5/3/4/1997. In other words, that legal notice superseded the earlier one. Are we together in this?
I think Professor Saitoti was a clever professor, because he implemented the salaries, and while we were not seeing a gazetted legal notice number, it is what you are discovering now, and we have to clean it.
The National Teachers Union is adamant that though there is a legal notice 16 that amended the salary agreement reached in 1997, the only document that should be considered is legal notice 534 that ended the 1997 12-day strike. Last year, when the teachers went on strike, it was based on allowances stipulated in the 1997 agreement. It was the same document used to negotiate an agreement that saw teachers go back to work.
Sisi tungetaka kumwambia afadhali asione mdomo kama anajua ile anasema haifahamu.
As the strike gained momentum, teachers in public schools in the Rift Valley forcefully removed teachers in private schools from classrooms. To them, no teacher of a private or public school should teach until the government agrees to pay public school teachers their allowances.
We are prepared to shift the gears higher than the government thinks, because of the belligerent and dictatorial behavior that we have seen coming from the other side.
There was a meeting scheduled for this evening between NAT and the government. However, NAT officials say that they will not attend the meeting because there is simply nothing to negotiate until there's money in the bank. NAT officials also say that they do not want any member of the Central Organization of Trade Unions to take part in the talks between NAT and the government. Kathryn Omwandho, KTN in Nairobi.